Hey, it's Sharon again, and I wanted to go ahead and get this, what I'm thinking about, recorded because whenever something ripens up in your mind, if you don't get it out, it just goes away. And I think this is almost kind of like a warning, at least it is to me, to be able to focus on something that I think is really important. And so I am extremely exhausted. I wonder when that exhaustion is going to quit for the ascension symptom. I could be in bed all day. I just swear there's an 18 wheeler that runs through my bedroom, and every wheel runs over me in the night. I can get myself sitting up in the bed, but then when your feet hit the floor, gravity kicks in, and it is really something to try to get going in the mornings. And so, anyway, I managed to do a few things in the gym tonight, but I just absolutely, I could just go to bed right now. I don't know when this is going to get quit. I know the Schumann has been spiking so much here lately, but I don't know what exactly is entailed in all of this being so tired. And so um, right now I am purging and packing. I realize I'm just about ready uh, to walk away from everything that I've ever known. And I realize that the assignment that of my life here, of all that I've been involved with here at this location, I did everything I needed to do, and everything has just cut off. I've gotten rid of volunteering things that I've done, and and I didn't even want to come home tonight. I just think, oh man, it just doesn't feel like I belong here. So I'm gonna leave everything that I've ever known, and I'm going to a different state. And I don't know what's going. There's an assignment there for me, a new thing, and a neighbor has, I think, is going to want to buy this house, and so it's been a real challenge to purge and everything all by myself. And so I got to drag something up out of the basement tomorrow. And so I'm hoping that I'm going to be strong enough to do all this. But in the process of cleaning everything out, I came across something that I think, I mean, I've had it for years. This is a pan that you use to pan for gold. And at one time in my life, I thought, oh, I want to try to do that. And so I got the pan, but I never did pan for gold. So it may be that God just had me to get this pan just for a illustration of a life lesson that he wants to just bring out right now. So when God is actually panning for gold in our lives, and everything is in his pan, the blueprint of what he thought of when he created us, and then everything else gets thrown in, your relationships, your limited beliefs, and your crazy thoughts and mistakes and wounds, and everything, your whole lineage is in his pan. And so he's just taken and he's panning. He's panning to get all that crap out of there, to get down to the gold nuggets of who we really are. And so, you sometimes when you start to think about things, you can start to feel this pan start to move. There's all kinds of earthquakes right now in the world, and it's they used to say first in the natural and then in the spiritual, but I'm thinking that it's first in the spiritual and then in the natural. There are earthquakes and in diverse places, and the diverse places includes our own bodies. And so if we start to put something in here, uh, like, oh, am I enough to do that? I don't think I can do that. I don't, is it too late for me? Is it too late for me to find the love of my life? I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll just stay home and isolate and everything. So you put this in your pan as you go along in life, and then suddenly you can feel the rumbles of the earthquake inside when God starts to swirl in that pan to get that stuff out of there. But you can check yourself and not put it in there to begin with if you start to think that way. And so, but God is just continuously panning, when you pan for gold, you're swirling the stuff. You put a big bunch of sand and stuff in there, and then you swirl it and get all the stuff out except for the gold. So what's God, what kind of gold is God getting when he's panning? And I think that, a lot of things, but I think one of the really important things that he gets to when he's panning is that he gets a gold coin. Now this gold coin is two-sided. On one side of this coin is our ability to discern through the heart energy, that you can sense when things are off or things are right, that kind of discernment, that's one side of the coin. But I really want to emphasize the other side of the coin, because you don't hear about this too much, but people talk about it in passing. But the other side of that gold coin is the ability to observe. Now, for us divine feminines, our heart energy, we can get a little bit of emotion in there, and we can mess up, in discernment through the heart. And but the other side of that coin is to observe and to really see what is going on with people and situations and all of that stuff. And so I really, I'm really seeking to see more. I really want to see clearly, a lot more clear than I have in the past. And, I can sense things, but still, that the emotions and stuff can kind of easily get into that unless you really have that sense honed to a great degree. But we need to also see, oh gosh, there's just so much going on, and so much, clutter in what the ether or whatever it is, that clouds us. There's the chemtrails and all that kind of stuff in the air, and we have smoke, the fires, and all kinds of stuff happening that, clouds are visual observances. So, I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to tell you, but just wanted to emphasize that for some reason, I think God wants us to just be focusing on observing. Even in physics, what you observe changes. So we gotta really be seeking out the changes. I don't know. It just seems like I know this week has been changes for me. I had not realized that I had done everything that I needed to do in this location, and that came to me. And I've been getting the YouTube feed. That is such a blessing. It's amazing how that speaks to you, and what you need to hear comes through on that feed. I've been getting older videos like from 5 years ago and so. And I'm thinking, well, what am I getting this for? So I'm really looking to see what this is saying to me. And I think, like in Sophia wisdom, uh, we cannot have limited interpretations of the synchronicities and stuff that's coming to us. We've got to really figure that out. We can't just bypass it. We have to really, because God is speaking to us through so many different vehicles in life. And just like this penny for gold. Maybe someday I'm keeping it. I mean, this is going into the box with my cement cast of a rhinoceros footprint in my treasures. I'm keeping that too, among other things. So I know when saying that, I think my dating pool now has gone minus. So anyway, just remember that when you start to feel that God moving that pan, if you can check yourself and get it out of there before he has to do it, that'd be the optimum time. So, oh gosh, I tell you, I just wish all of this was done that I have to do so much to be able to get to that next place. I'm so eager to get to that next place. And it feels like I'm just trapped or held down with all these things that I have to do. And if I could just get past this being so tired too. So anyway, that's it for now. Just remember the God's panning for gold in your life, and you're going to have gold. You're going to get back to that blueprint, and you're going to have gold, that gold coin of the double-sided coin of heart, discernment, and observation. Thanks for listening.